To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A world of opportunities, closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
Good evening and welcome to our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. It is girls varsity basketball with Appleton East Patriots at the Kaukauna Ghost as we are at Kaukauna High School. I'm Zach Morris. No, you're not going to see Jonathan or BJ or Joey coming around the corner. It's just me tonight as a different lineup for today, and I'll be joined by Gary Boleski very shortly. But we'll have some pregame interviews before that, as it's a big showdown, as position is the big key word for tonight. Trying to get ready for the postseason. Both teams in a situation in the FBA where they can jump up in the standings, especially for you look at a team like Kaukauna, struggling lately, but winning the third place will do a lot when it comes to the seeding meetings, and same thing for Appleton East. Right now, they're sixth place, but looking to jump further ahead. So we're going to find out a lot about these two squads in just a moment. We're talking to Joe Russum, the head coach of the Kaukauna Ghosts, and we'll also talked with Darren Pitzner, the coach of the East Patriots. That and more when we continue with our UW-Oshkosh pregame show on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week right after this.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
Welcome back to the UW-Oshkosh pregame show. Zach Morris here talking with Appleton East Patriots varsity girls head coach and Darren Pitzner. And Darren, how's year one going so far?
It's good. I love the family environment that we have with the girls. We've really turned the corner, I would say, in the last week, becoming more of a family, getting on the same page, really getting that buy-in. It was a lot. It was overwhelming for the girls in the fall. We really couldn't do much, and then once practice starts, you're moving so quickly, and I didn't have the summer with them, so it was a lot. It was overwhelming a little bit for them in November. We got some W's. We got some nice non-league wins, and we've been competing really well in the FBA. A lot of close games. And we have a young squad, one of the youngest squads in the FBA. So super excited about that. So overall, going really well. And I'd say, even though we kicked the Fondy game, we didn't defend and box out as well this week. I still think we're really turning the corner with this group, so I'm excited about where we're at and where we're going.
Well, speaking of having a young team, are you seeing growth now in the last few weeks?
Oh, huge. Yep. You can see the JV game here behind us. We've got some freshmen, sophomores, and juniors we're excited about there, and I think the future's bright. Girls are competing hard. We've only got the one senior, so we should have a lot of momentum going into next year.
Well, speaking of that one senior and Sammy Byer hitting 1,000 career points not too long ago, how important that was for her and the program?
Oh, fun moment, and it's always fun when you're coaching with a tear in your eye. You're just so happy to see a kid who's worked so hard get what she deserves, and I don't think anybody's worked harder, so really proud of her, and she's got her fingerprints all over the DNA of our culture. She's a culture builder, she's a culture warrior, as Coach LaChapelle says, the prior coach at East, and she's living up to it, and of course it's a different role for her this year. She's the #1 option. Last year she played such a more of a role, in such a deep team. Now she's the main scoring option, but we're also finding balance with other players like Tori Neubauer, of course, stepping up with 14 a game, and Lindsay and Lily right around 8 or 9 points a game, which has been great to provide some balance for Sammy and a little bit of relief, so she doesn't have to carry the whole load. So she's doing great. We're proud of her.
Are you seeing a lot of the younger players looking for leadership too, and she's been able to provide that in Bayer?
Definitely, yep. It's fun to see, a freshman guard clicking real well with Sammy. There's a freshman senior combo there as Addie Reith worked her way into the starting lineup, and it's fun to see their energy kind of build on each other, kind of snowball when we're pressing and pressuring, things like that. So it's fun to see, and a lot of that comes from Sammy's standard that she has set for the program, rubbing off onto other players. And
lastly, Darren, what should we expect for tonight?
Gonna be a battle. We actually played really tough last time we played them. Zarnicki, I feel terrible. She's such a great kid and great competitor. It's too bad that she's injured. She dropped 30 on us the last time we played them, but we hit a 3 in that game with about 8 minutes left to actually take a lead. So our girls really played hard, and Kaukauna ran away with it in the end. Now without her, we want to scrap and hopefully have a back and forth game. They've been showing a lot of zone, and they definitely are a great man-to-man team, so I'm sure that they'll mix it up like they tend to. We probably will too. It should be fun. You got to get Kinnis off the boards. So she's averaging 17, but they're not always running so much for her. She's just such a great athlete and such a worker. She gets it on the second chance points. She gets it off of their defense. She gets it in transition. She gets it because she's just a heck of a great athlete around the basket, and she'll knock down a couple threes. And of course they've got 5 other really solid weapons to take care of. So we got a tall task. Hopefully the girls are locked in on their assignments, and we should have a good one.
Well, thank you for your time, Darren, and good luck tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the coverage, Jack.
We'll be back with more of the UW-Oshkosh pregame show right after this.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways, but just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
Welcome back to the UW-Oshkosh pregame show. I'm Zach Morris, now talking with Kaukauna Go's varsity girls head coach and Joe Russum. And Joe, you're off to a hot start, 11-0, had a little road bump. What's caused that road bump?
We lost Alana. That really changed us a lot, and we had to learn some new roles. And the kids are starting to figure it out, but it's taken some time.
Now, even with the injury, I mean, is it a point where you can start to adjust with the players you have now and start to learn that other players are looking to step up and may take that extra growth?
Yeah, it was hard for some of the kids. It was kind of personal for them. They lost a teammate, but we got to grow through this. And, the last few weeks, you can see kids start to fill some different roles and get pushed a little bit more, and that's a good sign.
Now, your last game, a tough loss against Hortonville, but what, from your eyes, did you see growth from your team?
I thought we played hard the entire night. I thought our kids competed. It was rebounding and turnovers. Those two things kind of capped it for Hortonville. They played with a lot of energy, and they just beat us that night. But I was proud of our effort. I thought it was one of the more competitive games that we played recently.
And looking for your game against Appleton East, you play them real early in the season. Now, so many things have changed. What do you see from the Patriots that you're concerned?
You got Bayer, of course. She's a terrific player. Neubauer's starting to pick it up. You talk about those young kids trying to figure it out. Neubauer's doing that for them, adds a little length, and then you have Mullmans, who can also put the ball in the hole. So, you know, they're just a scrappy little bunch that plays fast. They don't have a lot of height like us. It's a little bit, you know, whoever shoots the ball better and defends a little bit better is going to come out. We're kind of very similar in terms of build.
Now, I'm not sure how much you look at the conference standings, but for playoff positioning, it's going to be tough to get the one or second place. But third place, you have teams right behind you. How important is it to tell your players that you still have a lot to play for with the postseason right around the corner?
Yeah, we do. You know, with us, you know, the only benefit of losing Alana, I told the kids, is that we get to basically figure out next year now. Not that we're not playing for this year, but, you know, she's our only senior. So our goal has remained unchanged. And for the kids, you know, that's been a little bit hard, you know, because you are pushing them maybe a little bit quicker than what they want to develop. But I've been proud with the strides that the kids have made.
Well, thanks, Joe, for your time, and good luck.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the UW Oshkosh pregame show right after this.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW Oshkosh.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
And welcome back to Kaukauna High School. I am Zach Morris along with Gary Burleski for this Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week and also the UW Oshkosh pregame show. As about to set to tip off here, we'll have the national anthem, starting lineups, and all that fun stuff. But first, let you know that this broadcast is brought to you by Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and University of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Before we go to break, I'm going to bring in Gary, as this is a game where we're going to learn a lot about these two squads, knowing that positioning is going to be huge in this season because, yeah, you may not be the top team in the conference, but just to be able to host a home game is huge in the postseason.
Yeah, it's really you might be here a loud crowd clapping right behind us. Alexa Kinnis being rewarded for just scoring 1,000 points her last game, so that's the big applause. But yeah, big game for both teams. Sort of two teams going in opposite directions. Obviously, Kaukauna, we heard a huge loss with Elena Zarnicki. The glue of her team out for the year with an ACL injury she suffered in a non-conference game in Germantown. And I think truthfully, you know, you lose a player like that, it's tough for the girls. And Coach Rossa mentioned that in the interview, but I think they're starting to get better. And then on the vice versa for Appleton East with Coach Pitzner, I think he's got a young team that keeps getting better and better all the time. Yeah,
and that's a huge thing too. If you're going to go through an injury, do it before the postseason. Gives you team a chance to prepare for the next level. We'll be back with more of our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week with Appleton East taking on the Kaukauna Ghosts. Back with more after this.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW Oshkosh.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways. But just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
And welcome back to Kaukauna High School as we prepare for this big FVA conference game, and we'll be going through the starting lineups. First for the visiting, the Appleton East Patriots, and they're led by senior Sammy Byer, 5'7" senior. It's a player that it's going to be a situation where you're going to have a hard time defending her. She just scored 1,000 points in her career earlier this year. It was a big moment. You heard that in the pregame show. Also a pair of sophomores and Lily Mullins, a 5'8" sophomore, and Tori Neubauer. I mean, this is a team that is young but is ready to learn, and Gary, that's the big thing for this team. Every game they can get continues to grow more confidence, and we're starting to see that more as this season progresses if you look at their schedule, which we'll look at later in the game.
Yeah, absolutely, Zach. And it's a team, last year with a very senior lead team. Emily LaChapelle's having a really nice freshman season over down in Marquette. So the very talented squad last year, very experienced, graduated, and now with Sammy Byer, you're looking at two of the top players in the FVA here tonight on the court with Sammy Byer and then Alexa Kinnis from Kaukauna. But for Coach Pitzner, you're right, very young team, and they've gotten better. And he says they're starting to buy in to his program. He came in a little bit late. Didn't have any summer workouts with these girls, so they're really sort of starting to gel as a team. So they played Kaukauna tough, but that was also with Zarnicki, who had 30 that game. So expecting a very competitive game tonight here at Kaukauna High School.
And as we look at the Kaukauna starters, quite a few great players here. They are without their top player, and Elena Zarnicki is a tough loss, averaging 12.5 points per game. But you still have your three juniors leading the way in Torin Christopher, 5'9" junior. You also have Kenzie Farrell, 5'6" junior, and also Alexa Kinnis, 5'8" junior. So you have the players, but it's just all about trying to adjust, because when you lose your main scorer, everything is gonna be tough the first few games.
Yeah, and you're right, Zach, and it really becomes on creating new roles for these girls. Before with Zarnicki, big presence, literally 6'1" post player, so a lot of the offense worked through Elena, and now you lose that. And I think more importantly, like I said earlier, she was really the heart and glue of this team. So when you lose your own senior and she's the leader of the team, it's taken these girls, multiple games to adjust to the loss, and I think the way they played the other night at Hortonville, even though it was a loss, I think they're starting to gel without Elena.
And that's the big thing, too, is you need to just find a way to build confidence. And the more confidence you build, that's where you can get your team prepared for the postseason. It's never good to have an injury. But if there's one thing to look at it where you can feel confident, and we had a technical foul on the Patriots before we start the game about with the jerseys.
I thought they said something with book violations, so I'm not sure if a start. It's a good question. I'm really not sure what happened, but Kaukauna will be shooting 2 free throws before we even get the opening tip,
Yeah,
which you rarely see.
It was something with, as Addison Bumgard makes the first 2 to take the lead 2-0 before we even tip this one off, and now it's just going to be taken out on the technical foul. So you guys got to make sure your jerseys and shirts. I remember I almost got one for having not the right colored shirt under the jersey, and they were threatening I would get a technical foul unless I made the change, and that I did. So here he goes to start the game. Kaukauna with the ball. Again, an offense going without Zarnicki. All the way to the left side of the court to Bumgard, who made the first 2 points of the game. A lot of patience on this offense. Don't want to rush it too quickly. And that's another thing you do learn, Gary, the fact that if you don't have your starter, your main shooter, you have to be more patient on offense.
And they're very patient here in the first possession of the night.
And the layup, no good, and a miss. In the rebound is Reith, the freshman averaging 6 points per game for the East Patriots. So now we see the first possession for the Patriots. Driving, trying to shoot, but not able to draw the foul because it's a jump ball. That'd be Neubauer. Luckily for Appleton East, they get the jump ball possession. So one more opportunity in their first time holding the ball this evening, I should say. Just under 1 minute already vanished in this first half. And that basket goes in. Lindsay Gerard making the basket, averages 8.4 per game, gets her first 2. We're seeing again with the Patriots. I mean, just like the Ghosts, and this is what you see later in the season, waiting for the shot to open up, as that one's no good by Neubauer. Top of the key to Christopher. And a nice block there for the Patriots.
Yeah, Neubauer with the block.
Neubauer using all 6 feet of her to get that block.
Yeah, unfortunately, they commit a turnover on the fast break. A little sloppy start here, other than the 2 technical fouls, free throws. I think both teams, again, trying to figure each other out, especially on the defensive end.
And especially with the Patriots, where you're a young team, you're going to have issues throughout the season. And as for the Ghosts, I mean, it's going to be a little choppy early on, trying to adjust without your top player in Zarnicki. But, I mean, one of the great players, as a 3 is missed by Bumgard. But a losing Elena is the senior. I mean, the senior leadership is what gets lost in everything, as a foul on the Ghost will be on Bumgard.
Ghost foul number 4, Addison Bumgard, first person on first team. On the line for the Patriots, Lily Millmans.
Both free throws missed by Mulmans, and more issues for the Patriots trying to get more points on the board. But early on, and especially a team that's learning, every free throw is huge, Gary.
It is a nice entry pass to Baumgart. That's what exactly Alexa Kinnis can do. She can do everything. A great passer, scorer, and rebounder for the Ghosts. That time followed a cutting Baumgart for an easy 2.
Yeah, the leading scorer for Kinnis was 17.3 points per game, and that 3 is good by Sammy Byer, and she knows how to shoot deep.
She does. Yeah, that was a nice, well-designed play to get Sammy her first shot, a wide-open 3 from the wing, and she buried it.
Early lead for the Patriots, and they get the ball back, and here's an opportunity to extend this lead with Byer on the right side. Looks low into Mulmans. Had a nice post move, but just unable to get around Bumgart, and here she brings the ball up for the Ghost. Swing it to the right, trying to find an opening on this Patriots defense.
And you're going to see both on both sides of the court, Byer and Kinnis matched up against one another.
As they swing it over to Bumgart, and she makes the big three-pointer. And now with that, you see the Ghosts take the lead early on at home, 7-5.
Yeah, that's such a weapon to have. A post player like Baumgart can hit that open three.
Trying to match that is Byer. Makes the shot and the foul.
Yeah, she's a scorer, Zach, and there she's got a quick look, and Kinnis get it around the wrist, and a possible chance for the traditional three-point play. It's a quick jumper for Sammy Byer.
Josie Eben into the game for the Ghosts, along with Josie Jumpstrom. Air horn goes off from the student section, misses the shot.
I think that's illegal, but I'm not going to say anything. Fake noises is banned in the WIA. Nice move by Kinnis that time. She's got fouled, almost converts. I believe number 10, Lily Molman's on the foul.
Yeah, so Molman's gained her first foul. That's the team's second. No early foul trouble for either team. And free throws starting to not fall in for both teams as Kinnis misses her first. And misses her second, and this is another set of free throws we just see not go in. For the Patriots earlier, it was Mullins, and that's a big thing early on as we talk about. You're without one of your scorers for the Ghosts, and as for the Patriots, you have young players. Nice job on the putback, and that was by Addie Reef. A big shot there to get the lead back to the Patriots, 9-7 early on.
Only freshman, just out-hustled everybody for the rebound and gets easy putback.
5'7" freshman averaging 6 points per game.
Yeah, you're not going to see Kinnis miss two free throws very often. Earlier this year in a game at Germantown, she was 20 for 24 from the line in one game.
Another three up top, that is no good. Patriots come right down the floor, and laying up and in is Addie Reef again. That's two quick baskets, and that's how you want a young team to play well when a freshman can come in and get you 4 quick points. And a three to match that is Alexa Kennis, and we've seen that before other games with the Ghosts, Gary.
Absolutely, and I think right now with Coach Pitzner is, they'll give up the three. They got a quick transition, and now this time on their end they get the three-pointer.
Give the three to Gerard as a quick basket for her. She has 5 so far.
A little surprised with the pace. Ace really starting to push it tonight. And I think, a couple times off missed three-pointers, they've gotten a few transition baskets or opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen these teams, once they settled in, I mean, especially for East, they're able to find the open shots, and we're starting again to see the offense open up just a little bit for the Ghosts. And both teams just relying on the player that has the most leadership. As we see Jody Eben with a quick turnaround and gives Kaukauna a chance to get right back into it.
Yeah, the referee's letting them play a little bit. Could have been an offensive foul, but Eben strong to the hole and gets the 2 on the nice little jumper.
Trying to work inside, a missed shot, and the putback is good for Tori Neubauer. Her first points. As the foul goes on Josie Eben, that will be her first and the team's third.
Now we're seeing the youth shine tonight so far. Zach for Appleton East, Reef a couple baskets, and here Neubauer, the sophomore, with a possible chance for a three-point play.
And the free throw is good.
Finally, my first free throw of the night converted.
For Neubauer, and again, you need to make these three throws because those are going to determine the game when it's this close. In for the Patriots is Ella Yazjeski, another senior, 5'10", averages 2 points per game. Savannah Robinson also returns for the Ghosts, starter, sophomore, 5'7". And a three is made by Josie Eben as off the bench now. She has 5 points.
Yeah, instant offense for Eben. One basket down low, and that time the three from top of the key.
And I think we're seeing right now early from the bench, especially from the Ghosts, being able to rely on a rotation where you just can't rely on 2 shooters. You need the whole team to produce. As a three goes and misses off the rim, but gain her own rebound is Addie Reef, but loses the ball again, and here come the Ghosts. 1-on-2, gets poked from behind by Reef, but goes out of bounds.
Good hustle by both teams. Reef just unable to track it down after they got the steal. Really impressed early on with Addie Reef, the freshman.
Robinson has it, top of the key. Works the offense. Right side of Bumgard. We've seen some points early on. She got the first 2 points when the game just started with a technical foul before the game even tipped off. Here come the Patriots. Driving, shooting the layup, and making it is Tori Neubauer, her 4th point of the game. And East extends their lead by 4.
I tell you, a nice move by Neubauer's. Then another steal by her, and East will maintain possession.
Kenzie Farrell returns for the Ghosts, and we have a 30-second timeout, and we'll be taking that as well. We'll be back with more of our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week right after this.
To some, your dad or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways, but just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
Back at Kaukauna High School, I'm Zach Morris, along with Gary Berlusky. 19-15, Appleton East Patriots lead the Kaukauna Ghosts as Gary, we're seeing up and down game with the freshmen leading both teams.
I tell you, it's been a fun pace to watch as as a viewer and somebody to call the game up and down the court. Yeah, Addie Reef doing a nice job for Appleton East, leading the way with, I believe, 6 points already. Tori Neubauer, sophomore, a couple nice baskets. So been a really entertaining game here in the first 8 minutes of the first half.
Shouldn't say both teams. You got sophomore Aston Bumgar having a good game for the Ghosts as Tori Neubauer makes a 3-point shot, and now you have a couple of players stepping up for the Patriots and looking good early on.
Evans' three-pointer rattles in and out. She's had a nice start coming off the bench with 5 quick points.
Coming off the bench now for the Patriots is Lindsay Gerard. Gerard comes in. She has 5 points so far. Taking a seat is Addie Reef, but starting off to a good 2 quick baskets as the freshman continues to play well for this youth movement for the Patriots. Goes with the ball, top of the free throw line, shoots and makes it, and that is Alexa Kinnis.
Nice move by Alexa. Just a little fake, got her defender to fly by, and she hits the mid-range jumper. Love to see that.
Right side of the key, shoots, makes it, and that again being Tori Neubauer, starting to get hot on the court now. Already has 1 3-pointer and a few 2-pointers and having a good start.
Yeah, 11 points for Tori.
Another quick missed shot by the Ghosts, and that's not what you want when you're already down by 5.
Oh, a little bit out of control, and I think that's going to go, yep. Kaukauna, nice job by Baumgart on the block shot. And I think that's exactly, that's what East wants. Exactly. They're fine with letting Kaukauna take that open 3, because if they miss it, they're going to be taking that transition opportunity.
Definitely. I mean, if you can be able to defend the rim like that, you're off to a good start. In for the Ghosts, we got coming back is Savannah Robinson, Josie Jumpstrom, and Christopher. Three right side is no good off the rim, but getting the rebound and just missing the shot is Robinson. And that's the hustle you want to see for both teams.
Absolutely. That was great hustle by Savannah. Unfortunately, she just couldn't get the putback.
You may not get all the putbacks when you try to get those rebounds, but just the fact that you're in the position, you're going to have more opportunities as the game progresses.
Yep, she crashed the board as soon as she shot it. Oh.
Three is good, hits the rim and falls in for Sammy Byer. And that's her second three-point shot of the night.
Shooter's touch for Byer.
Now we're seeing East opening up a lead here as they missed that other three-pointer. We're at 28-17. Shot is no good, but again, there's Robinson with the putback.
Yeah, back-to-back opportunities. This time Savannah converts.
And that's what we were talking about, Gary. I mean, if you keep playing with that same, just being aggressive for the rebound, the ball will fall will eventually get your way, and you'll make that basket.
It's all about effort.
And you want the other coach to get very upset. You want Pitzner upset that no one is boxing you out. Shot is no good, but a nice quick rebound and no good for Jasjeski. And three opportunities still does not go in for the Patriots, and they get tagged with the foul.
Yeah, I think Jasjeski there got a little frustrated. Again, battling hard for the rebounds, had a couple opportunities and couldn't get it converted. Another freshman for Appleton East, and saw her play the first quarter of the JV game, and she was very impressive for a freshman.
Loose ball picked up by the Ghost as we were just under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Three in the corner is up and good for Josie Jupstrom. A big three-point basket there to get this game back on track for the Ghosts. Trailing by 6.
Yeah, 5-0 run for the Ghosts. And I think kind of a little rush shot by Neubauer last two opportunities. I think East could have been a little bit more patient.
Into the corner. Waiting for her teammates to just run the offense, and this Patriot defense right now is doing a great job making sure there's not any open lanes and doing just a solid job around the arc. Just let them pass around because you just want to get that turnover on a pass.
Yeah, they've been strictly man-to-man all night for Appleton East.
You see the patience when you run this style of offense where you're just waiting for it to come to you and open up. But as you take more time off, this becomes more of an issue in the second half. These possessions, when you are empty-handed, become very devastating. As the three is up, but that is good. No devastation on that one as Eben makes the three-point basket.
And a great job by Taryn Christopher. Nice pass, found a wide-open Eben. Excellent patience on offense there for the Patriots, and another turnover. So the Ghost on an 8-0 run to cut that 11-point lead down to 3.
Lily Mullins comes into the game. She will replace Tori Neubauer.
Eben getting a little bit of break. She's got 8 points off the bench and a couple big three-pointers.
Three on top of the key is good for number 3, Josie Jumpstrom. Another big basket. Now we're seeing her starting to get on the scoreboard with back-to-back three-pointers, and now this game is tied.
Yeah, that's a quick 11-0 run for the Galloping Ghosts.
Josie, a junior, averages 6.1 points per game. And another missed opportunity for the Patriots. So now you're letting your offense struggle, your defense gets more pressured, and now a pass inside. Turnaround is up and good for Bumgard.
Coach Pitzer might need a timeout here. 13-0 run for Kaukauna. He's going to let the girls. Oh, there is the timeout.
32nd timeout. We'll take that too on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW Oshkosh.
And we are back at Kaukauna High School. I am Zach Morris along with Gary Berleski. A close game here at Kaukauna High School for this varsity girls basketball game. The Kaukauna Ghosts leading the Appleton East Patriots, as you see right there, by 2. Patriots calling the timeout to get things back on track with a quick 3, and that is good for Lindsay Gerard, and that is her second 3-point shot of the game. She has 8.
Ends the 13-0 run for Kaukauna. Gives the Patriots a 1-point lead. 61 points here and still 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, you have, especially we know with Kaukauna the last 2 years, they're a quick, high-scoring team, and you're starting to see them more confident than they have been the last few games, especially with the injury to Alana Zarnicki. Patriots off the turnover. Another 3-pointer by Sammy Beyer. That is her third 3-pointer of the game, Gary, and she just had over 1,000 points of her career earlier this year in January, and another big shot.
Yeah, and she's feeling it tonight. It's a tough shot from the left wing, and she buried it. We got 2,000-point scorers on the court with Kinnis and Beyer.
That one no good, but the putback had an opportunity, could not go in for Christopher. And now we're seeing it reverse, where it was the Patriots struggling offensively, but a turnover there.
And a carry violation by Lily Molmans.
On the floor right now for the Patriots, we have Lindsay Gerard, followed by Sammy Beyer. Addie Reeve, the freshman, coming off the bench, doing a great job as she started this game. She was staying out for a while. We also have Lily Mullins and Tori Neubauer. Robinson, Junstrom, Bumgart, Christopher, and Alexa Kennis in for the Ghosts.
Wow.
And we're seeing a layup, and it will be count the basket and in. Addie Reeve with another basket. That gives her 6.
And she is impressive as nobody picked Addie up on the break. She went coast to coast in a blink of an eye and can have the convert on the possible three-point play. I mean, what speed by the freshman.
Foul goes on Christopher for the Ghosts, and the free throw is good for Addie Reeve. A 50% free throw shooter, but that's a good one to start with.
And all of a sudden, East back on a 7-point lead on an 8-0 run themselves.
And that's what's important for these two teams. You have Kaukauna with one of their starters, and Zarnicki, who believe will be going to Division II St. Cloud University. And they also have Alexa Kennis, who's also their top shooter. But you love to see them both on the same court together. A reload for the Patriots, and that one falls in for Lily Mullins. Her first 3-pointer of the game, averages 8.6.
Yeah, 3 opportunities there as East crashed the board, and back there on their 11-0 run. Ghost with a 13-0, and now East has answered.
East has gone up to double digits before, but we've seen the Ghosts come back, and Alexa Kinnis right there makes another quick basket. And again, we're late in this half, but the game has a long way to go as we have a whole nother half to play, Gary. And these teams are just good offensively.
And excellent so far. Kinnis with a game-high 12 points so far. And she's really taken that scoring role.
And the pass inside out to Beyer, no good. Rebound, that is Neubauer, just could not come up with it, but got the ball to keep it around, and it looks like we're going to have a foul on.
I believe a kicking violation on
kicking.
Kinnis. So they'll take it underneath the Patriots hoop.
Drumstrom will take a seat as Josie Eben returns. 8 points for her tonight. Already 2 minutes to go in this half. This is just flown by as these two offenses are having a great night. Driving and getting the shot after the quick jump stop is Mullins. And again, she averages 8.6, but she's already, it took her a while to get going. But she's one of those leaders on this team. And another three-pointer by Josie Eben. The sophomore off the bench, Gary, just a big night.
Yeah, 11 points already, her third three-pointer, an instant offense for Josie Eben tonight. A huge answer here for the Ghosts.
And again, we've seen this zigzag offense between the Patriots and the Ghosts. Once someone takes a lead, the other team takes it back. And getting another chance to build on the success will be the Ghosts. Heading to the line to shoot two will be Baumgart.
On the line for the Ghost, Addison Baumgartner.
First shot is good from the line. And makes both from the line. So that's a good start to see. You know, she made the first two to start the game, and now she made the next two. So 4 for 4, a good night from the line, as she is a 79% free throw shooter. So that's a good player to have.
See how patient the Patriots are here with 50 seconds to go in the first half and a 5-point lead.
Tori Neubauer got the foul for the Patriots the last time they had the ball.
Nice job by Beyer finding Reith underneath.
So a quick two by Beyer gives this lead back a little bit more, 44-37. That three is no good for the Ghosts, as that was just, let's just see if it falls in kind of basket. Great deflection by Christopher to send that one flying out.
I think now with 15 seconds here, the Patriots with Coach Pitzner's going for one shot here. So try to get the final shot. I imagine it'll be in the hands of Sammy Beyer for that opportunity.
Ball gets poked away, but luckily gets caught by a Patriot for East. Three-pointer is up, no good. And with 3 seconds to go, Kinnis, no good, and that is how the first half will come to an end, with the Kaukauna Ghosts trailing the Appleton East Patriots 44-37. And it was quite an interesting and entertaining first half, Gary.
A very entertaining first half, Zach. A lot of games you might see a final score in the 40s, and here we're in the first half, 44-37. Both teams had some big runs of their own, and the Patriots had the last one, which has given themselves a 7-point lead here at the half. But very entertaining. A lot of fast-paced basketball. Both teams not afraid to shoot the three-point shot. We're seeing the two stars perform at a high level tonight, and in Alexa Kinnis and Sammy Beyer for the Patriots. So everything that they came as advertised, both 1,000-point scores are putting the ball in the hoop tonight. So a very entertaining first half. I don't know if you would say, I would argue that was better offense than poor defense, as I think both teams were, very aggressive offensively and took advantage of open threes. I thought for the Ghosts, Kinnis very, very good as usual, but I thought the key for them to keep them in the game here at 7 points was the play of Josie Eben off the bench with 11 points, including 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, and we're going to have some numbers for you at the halftime break and go through the schedules and see how both these teams are faring when we return on the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. I am Zach Morris along with Gary Berleski. We'll be back with more after this.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
A century is made up of minutes, but more importantly, of moments. Moments of hard work, dedication, challenges, and triumphs. From Myron Construction, the past 100 years were built by the steady hands of tradespeople who laid a strong foundation, and continues to thrive because of our passionate team members. As we close this significant chapter of our history, our sights are set on what we will accomplish together in the years to come, because together we'll continue building excellence.
Welcome back to Kimberly High School as Appleton East leads Kaukauna in this varsity girls basketball FVA showdown. 44-47 scores for the Patriots. Addie Reef, this freshman, with 7 points. Sammy Beyer leading the way with 13. She averages 18.4, well on her way. She is a commit for a Division I school, and that being St. Thomas, Minnesota. Lily Mullins with 5. Tori Neubauer with 10. Lindsay Gerard with 8. And that wraps it up for the Patriots. As for the Ghosts, Alexa Kinnis with 7. She averages 17.3 points per game. She has D1 offers from Eastern Illinois, Loyola University Chicago, and UW Green Bay. So that's a promising career to go into college. Again,
I think she'd be a great fit for Kevin Borseth and the Fighting Phoenix up in Green Bay. That would be a steal if they could get her at Green Bay.
Josie Jumpstrom with 6. Addison Bumgard with 11. She scored the first 2 points of the game due to a technical foul on the Patriots. If this game gets close with a couple points, that's going to be a pretty big fact. And she was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Savannah Robinson with 2. Josie Eben with 11 points off the bench, including 3 3-point shots. And she averages 3.9 points per game. Well, the sophomore has now passed that in this. That's going to bump up her average. So we see the Patriots. They're up 44-37. And both these teams are in interesting situations. And we mentioned this during the pregame show. Tonight is about position. And what we mean by that is where they are in the conference. In the conference standings in the Fox Valley Association, you have 2 teams that are running away with it, and that being Neenah and Hortonville, both on 9-game winning streaks, Gary. And that is a tough thing to do, and that's just going to be a showdown at the end of the season.
Yeah, and you look, Zach, and you take out Zarnicki. At one time, I think, the FVA had 3 of the top 10 teams in the state of Wisconsin, and now you got Hortonville and Neenah. Just obviously, 2 teams that we're certainly going to watch as tournament play. And you're right, as we get now, we're hard to believe we're already in February that these games mean more and more. And for a young team now like Appleton East, their seeding could be really important. They're going to be a dangerous team because they've come a long way, and that record at the end of the year is probably not going to indicate how well they're going to be playing. So they're going to be a dangerous team. And again, for Kaukauna, again, you hate to see a player like Alina Zarnicki out for the year, but for them too, you want to, try to get in that, 3-4 range possibly. Other than that, then at least you got some more home games. So yeah, these games now, you're obviously the conference titles out of the picture for Kaukauna, but now you make a great point. Now you're playing for seeding, Zach.
And as for Kaukauna, they are the 3rd place team, having a game lead over Oshkosh West, and that's a big thing, just to try to maintain position, because when you talk about seeding, that's the difference of having a home game or playing on the road. And anytime you're at home, you feel you have a chance. I mean, every team's going to feel they have an opportunity on the road or at home, but it's easier, especially with players that are young and running a new offensive style without one of their players. I mean, they both have their top shooters, and that being Beyer for the Patriots and Kinnis for the Ghosts. 4th place in the conference is Oshkosh West. They're 8-6, followed by Kimberly, also at that same record. And then you have Appleton East. who are tied for 6th with Fond du Lac. They just lost to them on Tuesday, but again, they can still try to get a separation throughout the rest of the season. As for the Patriots, how their season started, we'll go through here. Again, it was a rough learning period when you look at with new head coach Darren Pitzner. Has experience, but again, when you have a new coach with taking over the program, there's going to be growing pains, and it was an up and down type season. They had the win over Appleton West to get things started, along with Oshkosh North. Fond du Lac was a big win, won by a point, and they got tight on Tuesday when they fell to Fond du Lac. You go to the next 10, you see the losing streak, and that was also with Hortonville losing 76-42. And the loss to Neenah, but only losing by 1. Excuse me, that was to Kimberly, losing to Neenah 82-57. And then, we'll see what they do tonight, but again, the loss to Fond du Lac. They are coming in losing one. They won 1 out of their last 4 games. As for the Ghosts, they were just on fire. I mean, you could not stop this team, winning their first 11 games. We go into the next set here, and that's where the injury happened, and you look at Fond du Lac lost, the win over Sheboygan North, but then the loss to Neenah, Appleton West. Again, the win over North, probably building some confidence, but just unable to take on Neenah twice. And then, got the win over Oshkosh West, but you're seeing the team grow. We heard that from the coaches early on, especially for the Ghosts, like Coach Russell, that we're seeing a development in this offense where you lost Zarnicki, and now you're seeing a development where you don't have to rely just on Kinnis, but it takes time because this is not what you worked on this summer and the off season.
Yeah, and I think that's why when you have a special player like Kinnis, I think at the start of the year she was one of those, obviously, distribution was probably more important than scoring points, an excellent assist leader for the Ghosts, but with Zarnicki out, she's had to step up the scoring load, and she's done that tonight with 12 points. And then like Josie Eben too, I think she's done a nice job coming off the bench. So yeah, you've got to find those players who probably their first goal or job early in the year was to score. And now Coach Rossum's going to have to say, you guys got to step it up a little bit more to fill that scoring void. And so far, I think Kinnis and Eben are the 2 tonight that have done a great job.
Next few games for the Appleton East Patriots, they are at Oshkosh West, followed by Appleton North at home, and Hortonville at home, a tough game to end the season. As for Kaukauna, they'll be at West Superior for a non-conference game, still on the road at Oshkosh North, home against Kimberly, and then at Fond du Lac. So some games to be prepared to get them ready for the postseason.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's some tough teams that are definitely going to get ready for the postseason.
We'll be back with the second half next on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways, but just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
And we are at Kaukauna High School for this varsity girls basketball game in the FVA. Kaukauna taking on Appleton East, with the Patriots leading 44-37 as we start the second half. And Gary, what are the keys for both teams?
I think, as great the scoring is, I think defensively, I think what team is going to, do a little better job defensively could make the difference here. It's only a 7-point game, and we've seen Kaukauna taking the 11-point lead in just a couple of minutes. So I think whoever plays better defensively here, and takes care of the ball, is going to come away with the W.
Starters on for both teams. We have Christopher, Farrell, Kinnis, Bumgart, and Robinson for the Ghosts. For the Patriots, we have Reef, Malmans, Neubauer, and Gerard. And a quick basket by Reef to extend this lead for the Patriots, and that's what they want, to keep this offense rolling from the first half.
And we're going to get a quick timeout here. Baumgart's stuck in no man's land. Yeah, then we talked about defense. Eddie Reith gets the steal and the layup.
We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
And after that quick timeout, Ghosts with the ball. Again, just being patient, trying to work around this defense of the Patriots. Some fans were screaming, Alexa, just shoot it. They know that she's their top shooter, but again, this defense is just playing fantastic so far for the Patriots. At times, it got a little rough in that hot run by the Ghosts, but since then, they've been able to just stay put. Three in the corner by Robinson is no good.
That was halfway down and spun out for Savannah.
Driving, no good for Neubauer. Robinson picks up the rebound. And that's what's kind of interesting. And you can feel it into this atmosphere in this gym, as Robinson's shot is up and no good, is that you have no idea what could happen because we've seen runs by both teams just happen.
And quickly.
Yeah, and not even within like a 5-minute span. We're talking within 2 minutes. Blair shot is no good, but the Patriots are able to corral the loose ball. Three is up and no good. But stepping out of bounds is Bumgart, as she was trying to get the rebound and just forgot where her foot was. So an opportunity.
I have to laugh with Coach Pitzner. He got down from the coach's area down to the baseline in milliseconds to cheer on that goal.
Yeah, he wanted to make sure that it is out and we have the ball back and able to score off the turnover by Tori Neubauer. Her 12th point of the game. Alexa Kinnis gets two more to match that basket by Neubauer. And that's the big thing. If you're allowing points defensively, you can just match it on offense. You have a lot of time to get this game figured out with the game plan. And you always want to be within 10 at some point. And that's another big shot by Lindsay Gerard, her third three-pointer of the game.
That was from NBA distance.
And that's no good by Kinnis. A great job by Robinson intercepting that pass, bounce it to her teammate, and making that is Alexa Kinnis. Again, it's just trusting your teammates to make the right throw, and you can open up your offense pretty quickly if you have that trust.
The Patriots had the biggest lead right there at 12, but then they get the turnover and the quick hoop for Kinnis.
And this is where it comes down for Kaukauna. If they're able to get a big turnover here or just get a stop, you just build offensively.
Yeah, but if Gerard's hitting three-pointers from 27 feet, that could be tough.
And she is trying to position as Neubauer loses the ball, picked up by Beyer, but she was able to find her teammate in Reef, dumps it off. Bad pass. Malmans just could not complete that pass, as no good on the other end for the Ghosts and Christopher. Quick throw ahead, count it, and the foul. Big basket for Tori Neubauer to add two more for the Patriots.
I tell you, East transition game tonight has been excellent. That time it was the freshman to the sophomore, and Neubauer with a possible opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play and looking for her 12th point of the night.
Coming in for the Ghosts, we have Josie Jumpstrom. We also have Avery Bocher, and we also have Josie Evans. Josie had that big first half, 11 points. Free throw is no good by Neubauer. As we remain 53-41. Sure, Coach Russell wanted to make sure we get Eben back in the game, knowing that she's been the big spark in that first half. Three is up and good for Addison Baumgart. Her second three-pointer of the game. And a miss by the Patriots. This is how these runs build. Up and good. Avery Boscher with the big basket there to get her first points of the game. Averages 3.1 per game.
And credit Alexa Kinnis, beautiful assist. And you live by the three-pointer, you die by the three-pointer, Zach. And we see that a couple quick misses by the East, and Kaukauna has taken advantage. Even a 12-point lead, definitely not safe tonight.
Busher's free throw is good. And now this game gets a little bit closer. Did not catch who that foul was on for the Patriots. There's a little confusion for the scoreboard operator. We'll try to catch that up. But a three-point basket made by Sammy Beyer. Every time the Ghosts try to creep a little bit back in the second half, Appleton East doing a great job matching it offensively. And another steal, and a layup is up and good for Tori Neubauer. You sensed the curve was starting to go towards the Ghosts.
So quick tonight. These runs are just amazingly quick for both teams.
Both of these teams have a lot of speed when
They
you look
do.
how quick they are defensively and off the ball. Entering the game was Ella Yazczynski, and I think she just got her second foul. Jasewski gets her second foul, and that's the team second.
I believe that was before the shot. I think Kaukauna was hoping it was on the shot, but they'll have to take it down low.
Lindsay Gerard returns. Exiting the game is Lily Mullins. Already just a little bit over 12 minutes to go in the second half. One timeout early on. Both teams trusting their players as Josie Dupstrom makes another basket. 58-49 now. Ooh. And a foul under the hoop during the shot.
Baumgart just got Yazczynski's wrist.
So that's Baumgart's third personal and the team's second. So
That's something to watch.
3 fouls is not the worst case scenario with 12 minutes to go, but one more makes it a little bit difficult to trust her on this floor.
I mean, I think down 10, Coach Ross was doing the right thing. You got to keep Addison on the court.
Ella Yazczynski makes her first, but misses the second, but getting the offensive board are the Patriots, and unable to come up points from that. 3 in the corner, connects. Josie Justrom with another three-pointer. That's her third of the game, and now we're down to a 7-point lead. Again, the back and forth game as the steal open. It's good. Alexa Kinnis, who averages 17 points per game, is starting to feel it in the second half. Coach Pintzner for the Patriots.
Making Sammy Beyer time.
Yeah, I gotta let her back in the game.
Ooh, again, reach around steal.
With the steal, throw ahead. It is up, no good. Missing that one is Kinnis, but she gets the rebound, tries it again.
Oh, wow.
Alexa Kinnis had 7 points in the first half, and it felt low when you look at her average. But she is surely making that up now. Patriots with the top of the key. You can probably feel the pressure now on this Patriots offense, unable to get things rolling. Now have to rely more on their players. The top of the shot, that top of the key, no good. That was Beyer, who's made a 3 in this half, but she has 5 in the second half alone. I believe it's going to go against Ziski.
Yep.
Mazeski, third personal, 13.
That's going to be her 3rd, and now we're seeing multiple players starting to pick up fouls. And the first free throw is good by Alexa Kinnis. She missed her first 2 of the game.
Girls number 0, Terry Christopher, number 12, Savannah Robinson. Also
Amazed how quickly Kaukauna, Zach, in the first half was in the 11-point lead. They are raced within a couple minutes. This one was a 12-point lead, and their free throw from just making it a 1-point game as Kinnis misses, but we might get a lane violation.
Yeah, the missed shot, but they're going to reshoot it.
Yep, Alexa gets another opportunity.
In for the Patriots, Lily Mullins, along with Jenna Ott, the freshman, 5'9", averages 2.4 points per game, and now she goes 2 for 2 on that trip.
Appleton East has been waiting for that. Alexa very aggressive defensively. She's had a couple steals where she sort of reached around. And that time I think she caught a little bit of the arm and talking to the referee.
Yeah, you try to take that quick opportunity for a steal, and you'll get called a couple times, but if you're more successful than not, there's no problems going for those as
Another
a
steal.
steal.
Nice pass.
Avery Bouchard with the layup and a timeout called by the Patriots. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 here on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Back at Kaukauna High School, I'm Zach Morris along with Gary Berleski. Also working the camera as we are on the smaller side of the bleachers. If you've been to Kimberly High School, I'll give you an idea of where we are as you can see the lot taller bleacher where we chose to go with the
Way
easy.
up there we would have been.
We chose to go with the easier route as it's a little cold outside and our muscles will thank us later. A game of runs as we have now seen the Patriots with a huge lead, but now here come the Patriots the Ghosts right behind. And Avery Busher with another shot. She has 6 points alone in this half.
And all 6 were layups from, and all assists by Kinnis. And I think Kinnis could be near a double-double, I think, with steals tonight and scoring.
We had an error on the scoreboard. We got that fixed now, and now the lead is to the Ghosts, 62-59. Patriots, after having that double-digit lead and feeling confident, trying to fight their way back, and they do with a three-pointer by Tori Neubauer. They've been relying on her in this second half.
Wow. Boucher with a 3, and this time she's feeling it off the bench.
Avery Busher, again, averages 3.1 points per game as a junior. Right now is just off to a hot start in this half.
Nice pass.
Tori Neubauer with the quick shot that was close to the rim. So Christopher makes the and one. Foul goes to Tori Neubauer, her second, and the team's fourth. We now see Sammy Beyer leaving for the Patriots, and coming into the game is Addie Reef, who scored 7 points in that first half. Christopher completes the and one, and just like that, this lead goes from double-digit lead for the Patriots, and now after that turnover, the Ghosts get the ball up by 4 with 8:22 left in the second half, and we had that feeling, Gary, that the Ghosts weren't done and they were going to fight hard.
And I think, again, defense is, has propelled them to this lead. So Boucher missed an open three.
Nice pass to Neubauer, and she's definitely leading the squad as they can rely on her. She has 24 points now. She had 10 in the first half. Averages 14 points per game.
Yeah, very impressive sophomore for the Patriots.
And again, if you've been following the Patriots, they are a young team led by their one senior, but even when she goes off to college, you're going to have a good squad that'll be starting to blossom the next year with these players getting quality playing time. Three up and good. Baumgart again, another three-point shot, averages 12 per game. 17 right now. First team to 70 in the Ghosts, and now you look at for Appleton East and Coach Pitzner. They're worried about the defense, but it's more if you need to get your offense back on track, and a turnover traveling called on Reef.
Yeah, I think what we see here, especially this last 5 minutes, Zach, Kaukauna's defense has picked it up, and also a lot of turnovers, partially because of that little more intense defense by Kaukauna.
In for the Ghosts, we have Alexa Kinnis, Jumpstrom, Baumgart, Robinson, and Eben.
Yeah, but we've learned tonight a 5-point lead is nothing.
In for the Patriots, we have Reef, Beyer, Mulmans, Neubauer, and Gerard. Again, this patient offense working now for the Ghosts as the shot is no good by Kinnis, but she'll be heading to the line for two. Mulman's getting her second foul. And that'll be the team's fifth, as so far these teams have done a good job not racking up the fouls.
No, we weren't even close to the bonus in the first half. And wow, Kinnis struggling tonight. Rare miss again for her.
That is three misses for Kinnis.
Kaukauna only with 3 fouls.
81% from the free throw line. Now she is 3 for 5. And misses again. Put back is no good, but they get the third opportunity. Do the Ghosts. Baumgart kicks it out for Kinnis. Another big three-pointer. We have an injury on the floor for
Coach Eddie Reith and Coach Pitzner on the court trying to find out.
An injury for the Patriots, and this is Addie Reith.
Called. I guess she's not bleeding. She's still
either an elbow or a forearm.
Yeah, there she goes on the bench.
Yeah, took a shot to the head.
Yeah, that last series was a lot of physical play, and that, the refs, give them credit. They've been very consistent tonight, letting both teams play, and a lot of contact, not called.
Ella Yazjeski comes in now for the Patriots, in for Reith as they attend to her injury. Now she's trying to do her quickest to get back on the floor. Ball tipped out of bounds, will be kept by the Patriots.
Yeah, Robinson's provided a nice spark there, almost with a near steal for the Ghosts, and danger time right here for the Patriots. The momentum really turning to Kaukauna's side.
Yeah, they had the lead early on, but again, when you're on the road, this is where positioning matters so much, getting ready for the postseason. You want to play at home and don't let the momentum, especially with the fans and the students, start to just add on if the game gets a little bit out of hand. But 8-point lead, we've seen both teams wipe that out.
And this is too where experience can be a factor. The youth can certainly hurt the Patriots during crunch time. This is obviously may affect them now, but will certainly help their future playing through these, crunch minutes and against high-quality opponents.
Addie Reef returns for the Patriots as Jaskiewicz takes a seat.
Yeah, Kinnis there again, hands everywhere, knocks it out of bounds.
You almost feel a basket has to be made here for the Patriots.
Yeah, like I said, for them it feels like danger time. If they don't score here, I think, the Ghosts are going to be putting themselves in a great position.
At halftime, it was 44-37. The Ghost is doing a great job offensively. Having 74 points.
They were down 12 just about 6 minutes ago.
But the Patriots offense is still playing well. Already is 66.
Still being patient.
Three is no good, but a rebound by Beyer. Trying to keep this possession alive. Reef kicks out to Beyer. Long three. Doesn't connect.
Jump ball between Gerard and Eben. Possession arrow staying down here for Appleton East.
Yeah, the held ball will be kept by the Patriots, and the arrow working out for them. But as we talk about time, this game has been going quick as we're talking about a game of runs where there haven't been a lot of timeouts called.
No.
3 timeouts left for each team. Up, no good. With the shot is Gerard. And a foul is called on her as well.
Yeah, I think the Patriots looking for the foul on Baumgarten again. The referee's letting them play.
A little pressure by the Patriots, but going back.
And now you're going to start looking at the clock, Zach, at 4:30 mark here in the second half.
The Ghosts trying to maintain third place in the FVA as the Patriots tied for 6th. Don't want to fall any further down. Currently tied with Fond du Lac for 6th place. We've seen these types of possessions early on in the first half for the Ghosts, taking a lot of time off the clock, waiting for something to develop in their offense. When you're down, it's a rough offense to run. But when you're up about 4 minutes to go, you love this situation. But a steal by the Patriots. Layup. Good. Lily Mullins, her first points of the second half.
And a huge steal for the Patriots.
Three-pointer no good. Rebound by Neubauer. Down by 6, you feel you need one here, and she connects, and that is Sammy Beyer.
Tell you, no lead is safe tonight. It's crazy. All of a sudden, the Patriots back within 3.
And the 3 is no good by the Ghosts. We've seen Beyer able to keep this team alive. She has 17 so far. 3 is no good by Gerard, and trying to fight for it is...
Yeah, timeout for Coach Pitzner, and the Kaukauna switching up to look like a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, Mullins had the ball, and luckily a timeout by the Patriots. 60-second timeout. We'll be back on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream Game of the Week.
To some, your dad, or grandpa, mom, big sis, the crazy cousin. We're known in so many ways, but just a number? That shouldn't be one of them. At Fox Communities Credit Union, we'll help you run the numbers or understand your credit score. But those numbers aren't how we'll know you, because we'll know you. Fox Communities Credit Union, helping you make life happen.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
Back at Kaukauna High School, Zach Morris along with Gary Berlusky. A game where, again, we talk about runs, an 8-point lead by the Ghosts after they were down by 12. Patriots come storming back, down by 3 with 3 minutes to go. Top of the key is Reef. Hands off to Mullins. Trying to get a pass into Neubauer. It's stolen. Here's Kinnis up, no good. But a foul, it appears to be on Reef.
Another steal by Kinnis and the Ghost defense. This is now the 17th, actually 14th foul, 17th foul, correct? So from now on, the Ghost shooting free throw.
The second personal foul on Reef. The team's 7, so the bonus rest of the way for the Ghosts. Kinnis at the line makes this free throw. And goes 2 for 2 on that stretch.
Clutch for the junior.
Makes it 76-71. Patriots just almost have to score every possession when the Ghosts score. Three's up, no good, but the rebound and making the basket is the freshman, Abby Reef. Again, making that basket, Gary, just to feel that they can still stay in this game.
Now only a 3-point game, 2:05 to go here in the game, in regulation.
For how this half has developed, you feel if your opponent scores, you need to match it. And
Absolutely.
if not, you need a big run. But as we talk about under 2 minutes to go, it is hard to get a big run this late in the game.
And we'll have to see how far, as Kinnis takes it to the hole, and draws the foul on Reef, it looks like. I was going to say, if Kinnis didn't take it, when it would be an opportunity for Appleton East to start following, but Kinnis answered that herself as she took the ball in her own hands for 2 free throws.
The foul is going to be placed on Tori Neubauer. Now we have the refs discussing something, looking at the clock. Now we have an official timeout. Don't know if it's about the bonus situation. There's 18 fouls on the Patriots. But it was a shooting foul. So whatever the problem was at the scorer's table, it is now fixed. And Kinnis will go to the line for 2. Makes the first one. Again, 81% from the free throw line.
Again, even if she makes it, it's still only a 5-point game. No need to rush the 3-pointer. Just work your offense a little bit and try to get a good look right here now if you're the Patriots on offense.
She makes both, has 23 points. Patriots only down by 5. Nice tip by Bumgarden getting his Kinnis, and she throws it ahead for Christopher. Ghosts feeling they can get one more basket. They feel that they can create some separation.
Yeah, now you're going to get a foul by Meyer. Fouling Christopher, still a minute 30 here. Still 1-1 with 19 foul for the Patriots.
First foul on Sammy Beyer.
Yeah, Reith with a good look, but I think it's one thing the freshman's going to have to work on is 3-point shot right now. Excellent going to the hole in the open court, but need a little work on that jumper, but she's an outstanding freshman with a huge future here in the FEA.
Terry Christopher at the line, 46% shooter. Probably felt that was the shooter they want on the floor.
Correction on the foul was number 10, Lori Melnick's third personal.
No, That's how could it be? It was
So they're taking.
Byer in the open court.
There is a little confusion. So if that's on Lily Mullins, that's going to be her third.
Well, it's good. I guess if you're the Patriots, it's one less fall for Sammy Byer, but she clearly committed the foul. It was right in front of us.
Christopher makes both.
And the Ghosts hitting their free throws down the stretch here. 6 for their last 6.
Minute 20 to go. A 3 is up and good again for Tori Neubauer.
27 for the soft. 29 make it for Tori, and Kinnis back at the line shooting 2.
So Sammy Byer gets the foul. Now this will officially be her first team foul. Over the limit, so double bonus now for Kinnis. No good.
Melcher Binks.
Her 5th missed free throw. Having a great night offensively.
And made her previous 4.
She makes that up by making the second one to make it 81-76, excuse me. With 68 seconds to go, you feel the Patriots again have to keep matching points, maybe get another 3. But a 2 would make it a 3-point game.
Yeah, just work for a good shot here. Kinnis again getting her hands on the basketball.
Nice job by Mullins to get it back, but now you have a loose ball on Byer. And they're going to say it was last touch by the Ghosts.
Yeah, you don't want to call a foul there. Just Byer doing a good job preventing Kinnis then the foul. It's just. Oops.
But now you're at 40 seconds to go and a foul by Kinnis.
Which is okay. That's only the 15th foul, so you still have 1 to give.
It's her 3rd personal. It's not. That won't be a problem unless they get to overtime. No reason to worry there if you're a Ghost fan. 30 seconds. Ball was overthrown, picked up by Kinnis. The layup, she makes it. Lindsay Gerard with the foul, her second.
Only fitting for probably, like the winning shot there for Kinnis off a steal, and she gets the 3-point play. She's got 27. Again, we're going to get an official's timeout.
Not sure what happened there. But before the game, Gary, we saw.
There was a warning, maybe to coach. I'm
That's
not
what
sure.
it looks like. But before the game, Gary, we saw the presentation for Alexa Kinnis, the 1,000-point scorer, having a great season.
Up the clock. That's. It was a little
Well, now we
clock.
got 25 minutes back on the clock. So now we've been having a little couple issues about fouls, and yeah, you see 20 minutes on the clock, but they will get that around. I know how these scoreboards work. I worked the scores table at Menasha High this year, and yeah, it looks weird because you got to get 25. That looks like minutes, and then you got to get that decimal mark over for seconds.
There you go. 25.6.
If you want to feel like you're in a very stressful situation, work a scores table at a basketball game and work the clock. And a timeout call by the Patriots as Appleton East trying to get their team in a row, down by 8 with 22 seconds to go. And again, this is a huge night, not just offensively, but for both teams. If you're a Ghost fan, you're hoping this goes your way to maintain a tie for, the lead 3rd place. Is look at the FVA standings again. We look at Kaukauna. They're in 3rd, have a game lead over Oshkosh West and Kimberly. A loss here could drop them all the way from 3rd place, possibly down to 5th place. And if you're East, you're tied with Fond du Lac for 6th place. A win here would just maintain at the whole end of the 6th spot. As we talk about, it's the end of the season, only 3 games left for the Patriots, 4 for Kaukauna. It's all about positioning for the playoffs because each team will do their best to fight for a home playoff game when we get to the seeding meeting.
Absolutely, and especially for Kaukauna, every win is important coming down the stretch here. And before we know it, it'll be playoff time in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, we don't think about it, but these seasons just go fast every year.
See if they drop a quick 3 for Bayer. Nice double team by the Ghosts.
Neubauer with the 3, no good. Christopher with the rebound with 10 seconds to go. 7.8 seconds left. Going to the line is Bumgart, and this is starting to feel like a Ghost win. 3rd personal foul on Addie Reef. Addison Bumgart, if she can make these two, can make this a 10-point game. Makes the first. Two more points for the Ghosts as the winding seconds of this half. In and out on that 3 was Lindsey Gerard, and that will wrap up this game with the Appleton East Patriots and the Kaukauna Ghosts, with Kaukauna with the big win, 86-76. And we'll be back to wrap up this game on our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream. Be right back in 60 seconds.
The projects we construct afford us the opportunity to help those in need in more ways than one. And the momentum we create as a team allows us to make an impact greater than any one of us can achieve on our own. We are part of the community. We are where we live. We are Myron Construction.
I'm Adam Landsver, and I am the Chief Lending Officer at Fox Communities Credit Union. Home values have really skyrocketed, and it would just make sense that now would be the time to take a look at your home equity. Having a home equity line in place will always be there for you in case of the rainy day, or you want to start up that business, or purchase that car that you never thought was going to come for sale. To be able to have that security blanket is really critical in someone's life cycle.
Fox Communities Credit Union.
A world of opportunities closer to home. The University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh. With over 250 majors, minors, and emphases, no matter what you plan to do or be, we can help you get there. On campus or online, UW-Oshkosh.
And welcome back to our Fox Communities Credit Union video stream game of the week. Our final, Kaukauna defeating Appleton East in our varsity girls basketball game, 86-76. Gary, this was an exciting game overall, and it was hard to keep up at times.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Fast-paced game, very well played. You know, we talked at the half, I thought my key to the game, second half was defense, who was going to turn up the defensive pressure, and it was the Ghosts. The Patriots jumped out to a 12-point lead, their biggest lead of the night, and after that, I thought Alexa Kinnis took over both offensively, but more importantly, defensively on the defensive end. She was able to get some steals, draw some nice, beautiful passes for easy layups, and it seemed like her defense, her intensity really turned the tide. And, then they made some big shots down the stretch, hit their free throws. But, yeah, again, couldn't be more impressed with the play of Alexa Kinnis for the Ghosts. And Tori Neubauer, I think she ended up with game-high 29 points for the Patriots. And, youth can be a good and it can be a bad thing, Zach. And I think tonight you saw why it's not such a good thing. During crunch time, Kaukauna turned up their defense pressure. East, a lot of turnovers that second half, but that's when you have mainly freshmen and sophomores. And again, you get an outstanding senior in Sammy Byer, but freshmen and sophomores are going to make some key turnovers. But credit the Ghost defense. If any team that's going to be playing East here, especially down the stretch and in the playoffs, watch out. This is an up and coming basketball team, and credit tonight too to Kaukauna. I mentioned other than Kinnis, a lot of other players stepped up. Addison Baumgart had a really nice game. And even the second half, Avery Boucher had a couple, 3 layups off fast breaks that really, during that tide, which was that big run where they took the lead and never looked back.
Yeah, you talk about Avery Boucher, the junior, averages 3.1 points per game entering this game. Had 10 in the second half.
Yeah, that's what it takes, And we talk about who's going to take over, that scoring load for Alina Zarnicki, and that's what tonight it was Boucher, And again, I think a lot of it was her offense was based on the defense and a couple fast break. I think she had 3 fast break layups from Kinnis. So great night for the Ghosts. Big win and again, exciting game. You don't often see girls high school basketball where it's 86-76 and the runs that we saw where, like I said, a 12-point lead was nowhere near safe tonight.
We go through the points right now for the Kaukauna Ghosts. Tyrion Christopher with 5. Alexa Kinnis with 26, averages 17 points per game. The celebration for her, scoring over 1,000 points. Great job by Kinnis. Josie Jumpstrom with 12. Addison Bumpgart with 19. Avery Bouchard again, we're talking about that, 10 points. Savannah Robinson finishes with 2. Josie Eben with 11. They were all from the first half, but again, we talk about a team trying to learn this new offense. Any points, regardless, first or second half, plays a big role at the end of the game. For the Patriots, Addie Reeve, the freshman, with 11. Sammy Byer with 19. She just right at her average of 18 points per game. Lily Mullins with 7. Tori Neubauer with 29. A huge game in the second half. The 6-foot sophomore. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Oh, absolutely.
If she continues to grow from this game.
Yeah, her and Addie Reeve, for a freshman-sophomore combination, watch out FVA the next 3 years.
Lindsay Gerard with 11 and Ellie Yazjeski with 1. So it was tie at halftime. It was 44-47, and a high-scoring game with 86-76, the win for Kaukauna, as they had that second half surge to get over that first half deficit. Coming up next for these two teams, Appleton East, they'll be playing at Oshkosh West on Tuesday. And as for Kaukauna, they will have a non-conference game, back-to-back games. They'll be playing at West Superior on Monday and then a conference game on Tuesday at Oshkosh North, as Kaukauna remains 3rd place in the FVA. And we'll have to see how the rest of the games fare for Appleton East, as they were tied for 6th in the FVA entering today. Well, that wraps up our game here, as, again, the Kaukauna Galloping Ghosts 86, the Appleton East Patriots 76. For my broadcast partner and cameraman Gary Berleski, I am Zach Morris, wishing you a great rest of your Friday night and a great weekend. Again, you are listening and we're watching the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream, and we could not be done without our partners, Fox Communities Credit Union, Myron Construction, and UWO, which is also University of Wisconsin, Oshkosh. Until next time, you are listening to the Fox Communities Credit Union video stream, Game of the Week, a Woodward Radio Group production of high school basketball.